Hey everybody, we're jumping into this game. It's a little early, or a little late rather. It's turn 3. I think I had Pascal like turn 1. They had a couple Pascals. They like fired the cannon to clean up my Pascal or something like that. So we're here on turn 3. It's my turn. I just played Maleficent and Drew and Aladdin. So I'm pretty far behind. I am behind 3 ink. They have 2 Pascals and a Maleficent that draws on the board. They got to go first also, so they're on their turn 4. Have an opportunity to play some ink. They play Smash on Maleficent. I'm going to do a Fire the Cannons count, but we're going to have it at 0 because I'm not sure. I can't remember if... I think they only played 1 Fire the Cannons so far. But we can see they do a full quest. On turn 4, they did miss an ink, it looks like. I'm on my turn 3, drawing a card. I am 6 behind. There's going to be some jumps once in a while, but it looks like they, on their turn, put a Hercules in play to block, and they missed an ink again. I think they're probably kind of focusing on aggro, so I am just trying to clean up as much stuff as I can. Since I'm so far behind. I'm 9 behind right now. I have 1 card on the board, they have 1 card on the board, so they did definitely miss 2 ink drops, and I think I hit mine every time to get me to Beast on turn 5. The very first second I saw Genie, I was like, this is the comeback king, so we're gonna really put him to the test. It's opponent's turn. They're inking a Captain Hook, and then putting in a big hook, a fat hook, to get one of their Fire the Cannons back, because I knew there was one in there. So we're going to start the Fire the Cannon count now, because this game is pretty crazy. So, comes to me. I've hit an ink every turn, which is pretty good for me. I mean, they had such a crazy start. I probably would have done the same thing, slowing down, or just focusing on making the board wide instead of putting a bunch of junk into ink. This program's kind of glitchy sometimes. I'm trying to get this card into ink, but it's not really cooperating. I'm pretty sure I get it into at some point. I don't want to put my... There's only 2 other ink options and they both draw cards, so I don't want to do that. So I did get it into ink. I am genieing the hook, which lets them hook and get Fires the Cannons back. But the fact that I can do this, I know that they would Cannons Beast anyway, so I need to clear that Pascal up. So it's the start of their turn 7. They have 10 lore. I have 0. It looks like they just play a Maleficent to draw. It comes to me, I play a Maleficent to draw, get a Friends on the other side. So I do have some cards. I'm going to pay the full cost. Or I'm going to sing with Genie probably. He's relatively safe except from Fire the Cannons, so I'm going to sing with Genie, put an Aladdin in play, put a Pascal in play. I'm trying to go as wide as possible. I wonder if I should... Yeah, you can see once in a while like a little window pop up. I was actually watching my friend play while I was playing, so I kind of cut out those moments. So yeah, he plays a hook, gets a Fire the Cannons back. I don't know the track. 2. Here's 2 Fire the Cannons so far. I still haven't even had a chance to quest. Looks like the opponent, what's he gonna do? He's gonna pass. He didn't want to lose anything. He's trying to gain board control back. I drew a Genie, so hook going back into the hand, giving him another Fire the Cannons. I have Friends on the other side. My singing Friends on the Other Side with Maleficent is one of the best combos ever. So using her to do that's good. I haven't got on the board, but now Pascal and Aladdin can quest, getting me on the board. I have a pretty good lead for board presence. Let's see what the opponent does. Plays Hook, gets another Fire the Cannons. That's at least 3 so far. I don't know who I would have targeted in this situation. I guess Genie. You can always fire the cannon again if I bounce Hook. There's a couple trades for Maleficent to make. If I was the opponent, I'd try and clean up board also. It looks like he just passed. He didn't want to lose his board presence yet, just counting on like hard removal. So I get the Iago in play. I think I'm like reading this card because for some reason I thought when he was into play he did it, but he just exerts. It's not like when he comes into play. Going wide since I have board advantage now, and I can start racing. Like if we just straight up race, I have 6 things on the board, and one of them is a 2 lore. So if we just straight up race, I can win the race now. The opponent puts another Hook into play, puts another Fire the Cannons, killing Genie. That's at least 4 or 5 Fire the Cannons. There's trades to be made now. Pascal can't be attacked, but Aladdin and Hook could trade. At that point, I may have just tried to race again, instead of trade. No, he had to trade, I guess. I'm not sure what he's gonna do here. The lack of card draw, hitting the card draw is pretty painful for the opponent. Oh look, another Genie. So I have Genie and Beast in hand, Aladdin and Archimedes. I have 6. I mean, getting blasted with cannons all day is kind of crazy. I go for the trade here because I can always use Genie to try and deal with Hook, or if they play something bigger and more of a threat, then I want to have Genie to mop it up essentially. So yeah, just dropping Archimedes to go wide so I can race if I need to. With the Iago, debating on making him swing, but I'd rather have the 1 lore to tie it up. So we're actually tied at this point in lore. So the race looks pretty good in my favor. The opponent drops Pascal and Mickey. So this is where the Genie is just so nasty because he used his whole turn, put 2 cards on the table, was able to try and get some of the board back, but I'm already eyeing the Genie. I'm just gonna drop it. He made a good trade there. Probably he has to do something. But yeah, so that whole turn I'm basically erasing, and now I can race. One of the best ways to kill Pascal is make Iago trade, so I just want to have full dominance over the board. So I'm going to use the Iago against Pascal. It's good anti-Pascal tech. And then obviously, since we're racing at this point, quest with everything else, I'm not worrying about getting some bad trade or whatever. And honestly, Fire the Cannons can come down on a lot of stuff anyway. So one of the few instances like Iago's really good is like cleaning up little evasive things, or stopping like big questers. If there's like a race and they drop Moana or like Stitch or something like that, you can Iago to slow them down. Opponent's turn, they're at 5. When I'm playing this deck, I'm usually stopping at 6. Unless I'm in like a Genie war, I can stop at 6 comfortably and play every card I need to. Here it looks like they gave it up. Yeah, I mean that's the end. They couldn't catch me. I don't know if I had lethal on the board, but yep, we'll call it there.